All right, am I on?
Okay, you're on.
No, on for a buck? Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say you can't miss him because he's got a bad defense. Better not with this guy. One thing we noticed in the Garden, Sal, is that Cotto has a tendency to start slowly, and he has started slowly in quite a few of his bouts. Counter right by Torres fell a little bit short. We pointed out before. Oh!
Left hand by Cotto, and down went Torres.
That was a great counter punch by Cotto.
So Ricardo Torres from Colombia in adversity here in his very first title round.
You know what, though? It was a flash knockdown, and now he's hurt Cotto with a hook.
Torres with a tremendous left hook that buckled the knees of Cotto. What a first round. And a left hand by Cotto rocks Torres.
But we've established one thing so far. Each one of these guys can hurt the other one.
A delight of a first round as they traded. It's a slugging match. Right hand by Cotto just before the bell. First round knockdown. We're into round 2, scheduled for 12. Miguel Cotto making the 4th defense of his WBO Super Lightweight Championship.
This guy is a punching demon. He's not a well-schooled fighter. He's not a boxer. But Ricardo Torres can punch.
Plenty of time in round 2. Left-right combination, and down goes Cotto.
Wow.
He's still got a lot of power left.
He's game, too.
A right hand by Cotto, and he comes back.
Torres is hurt.
Torres backs to the rope.
Wow.
And Torres connects again with a right hand to the head. Is there enough action for you in this one?
This is Hagler Hearns minus 20 pounds.
Left hook to the head by Cotto. Cotto coming back now as we head down the last few seconds of a tremendous second round. Left to the head by Cotto, who really gets a lot of respect for surviving that barrage in round 2.
And here comes Torres. This is the kind of work that he did that got Cotto in trouble in round 2. He just starts letting those hands go from crazy angles.
The crowd's alive because they're just flat-footed and trading. Torres now looking a little stale. He takes a left hand to the head.
It's like the strength has just gone out of him, and whether it's from the low blows or from the fact that he hit Cotto with his best punches and hasn't been able to knock him out.
And Cotto now working the body.
You know, this is where the superior experience comes into play, Sal, because Cotto has been here with better fighters and fought his way out of it.
2 left hands by Cotto.
He's made a terrific recovery. You know, I mentioned earlier that Cotto's had a tendency to get hurt in a lot of his fights. What I didn't mention is that he recovers tremendously.
Big right hand to the side of Torres by Cotto. And here we are 5 years later. He's the WBO champion making his 4th defense.
Now, he's certainly a talent, and he dropped him with a body punch.
Torres down because of a left hand to the stomach.
Tough for us to see because Torres' back was to us.
30-odd seconds to go in round 4. Right hand to the body, left hand to the body, all by Cotto.
Torres just missed a big right uppercut.
As you pointed out at the outset of the fight, Cotto's been known to get off slowly in fights, and to that he almost lost in that second round.
Now, he was in some trouble there, but he's come back very, very strong. And I think Torres now is going to have to find a second win to get back into this. Boy, what an effort by both of these guys.
A right hand lead by Torres. And Cotto, his knees sagged. He's backtracking now, and he is taking here in round 5.
See, that's really what he should be using right now because nothing's keeping Torres from walking right in.
Right hand lead by Torres. This is his round.
Yeah, I think without that, he loses the fight.
Right hand by Cotto. And down to one knee goes Torres. Cotto was down once. 3 times, excuse me. Down 3 times.
And you know what? I was just going to say that was a discouraging knockdown, but here's Ricardo Torres banging away and hurt Cotto again. Unbelievable.
Cotto with an overhand right, and he drops Torres with a left hand. And Torres with his head on the canvas is in trouble. He may not get up. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good night, sweet prince.
Wow.
Miguel Cotto.
There will be no hair issues in this fight.
And that's a beautiful left uppercut by Judah. And there's the speed right there that we were talking about. Counting him, but I think he's hurt Cotto, and he's got him in the corner. And these are the first 4 rounds that we were talking about where he could be so dangerous.
This has always been the Achilles heel.
This is the Achilles heel. Judah's got to double up on that jab and answer with that left hook like this. And he hurt him again.
A little dance.
He hurt him again.
Yes, he did.
He's got it, just as I said, he's got to let that left hand go.
History tells you that the longer the fight goes on, he's the one who will unravel.
There's that uppercut again.
Another one. He landed it again.
Another one. Wow. Another blistering round here. Cotto doing a lot of damage here in this round. His best round so far with the blood dripping out of his mouth. Blood coming down the right eye of Judah.
There's another beautiful uppercut by Judah. And you wonder, but another one, why he doesn't do it more often.
If he could just beat down Judah and beat his will down, but Judah still got so much fire in that left hand. There's a right hand that got in for Cotto. That's going to go in. So be patient.
Well, it's helped that Cotto has kind of slowed down the pace a little bit this round.
There's another nice, beautiful shot. A couple big shots. A couple big shots. And that's the
Judah's now swarming Cotto. He's taking it. Cotto, I think, has got one of those good shots. Yeah, he's got one of those busted lips. He's busted up no side.
a few good shots.
Left for Cotto. That eye looks bad for Judah. Downstairs goes Cotto. Blood streaming down from Zap Judah. Cotto's been bloody for a long time with a busted lip. Judah holding on now with that left arm.
This could be Miguel Cotto's best round.
Cotto really plied out. Now Judah still has got the speed, guys. He can counter if he wants to.
I don't know about that, Alan. I think all the meters are going down.
Cotto.
Hands are going down.
The head and the body.
Miguel Cotto, big miss from Judah from the right hand. Cotto boring in. Down to one knee goes Judah, out of nowhere. Just takes a knee out of nowhere. And he will finish. Given the opportunity.
But his father was right, actually.
He's absolutely right.
When he punches, he does hurt Miguel.
Yes.
There goes the left hand and the combination to the head.
It was a punch.
Now he's going to try to hold on. He's trying to hold on. Arthur McCanny's got his work cut out for him here.
See, the thing is, that's it.
Stop the fight.
Yoel Judah was right 6 rounds ago, but I don't think the kid hasn't shown the ability for a couple of rounds to do that.
I think that's a more possibility. I don't think either one of these guys will be shaken by the crowd. Cotto has drawn huge crowds here before. Margarito was on the big stage when he fought Pacquiao. Since then, because of the orbital eye injury, would he ever be the same again? And so we have to find that out tonight. Said in terms of the hand wraps that, you know, he didn't have his hands juiced up, but none of that's important right now. What's in the mind of these fighters right now, sort of feeling each other out in the early going?
Well, right now, you know, I guess Cotto is trying to see what Margarito has in, you know, whatever that he had in his glove or in his wraps. But right now, Cotto is being smart. I think he's being too careful. You know, if I was him, I wouldn't show Margarito no respect at all. I would have jumped all over him and you know, this is my time of redemption. This is my time to pay you back for what you did to me.
All right, the words of the former featherweight champion of the world, Juan Laporte. Both guys exchanging shots here in the opening round. There was some talk earlier that Margarito would take his time because his cornerman, Robert Garcia, was working the previous fight, but he came out right on time as scheduled. But I'll tell you this, anytime Cotto does anything, the crowd reaction here, which is impossible to explain to you, just like that, they really, really make it exciting.
Tonight his jab is getting off and he's landing his right hand.
You know, what I don't like too much is the jumping movement.
Well, Margarito, it can be an intimidating guy. We talked about him training in that altitude in Mexico City, so he can go 12 rounds, and he was outside of Mexico City in the mountains at 14,000 feet. Margarito feels he does too, He wants to beat him up just as bad so he can say definitively, "See, I told you there's nothing in those gloves." Predominantly Puerto Rican crowd here for Miguel Cotto.
And interesting, the first punch Margarito threw after that warning for Cotto for punching low was a punch, a left hand to the body. Remember, Cotto with a new trainer, Pedro Diaz, first time with him. Reports to Emmanuel Stewart.
Pedro is a very famous Cuban trainer. He trained a lot of great fighters, so this is something new. And we asked Cotto about that yesterday. Emmanuel Stewart was sitting there and he said, "No, nothing personal at all. I'm still friends with Manny. I didn't want to go to Detroit to train." Look at this.
Cotto's clearly trying to box in a little bit of a circle. Margarito has trouble with moving targets.
Pedro Luis has him moving.
That's good, man.
Nice combination there, yeah.
That's what he has to do all night.
Couple of uppercuts on the inside, not real damage done. Looping right hand by Margarito. Right back comes Cotto with his quick two-punch combination, and then back he goes. Margarito to the left of your screen in red with the red shoes, the big tall guy. He goes by him and tries to reset himself up again. Kind of a heavy blow on the inside there. They cut Cotto to the solar plexus. Miguel Cotto decked out in the blue and yellow. By the way, Cotto is 16-2 in World Championship fights. This guy lose an eye in this fight. Here's Margarito trying to battle back. Cotto tries to keep the pressure on him, and this is what they came for. Back and forth, they seesaw back and forth, both guys.
He hurt Margarito with the left hook.
Cotto just sharper with his punches and more powerful with his punches.
Much more powerful. He spun the head that time with the left hook. Margarito tries to hold inside. They always try to land something inside. Felipe gets off first with the heavier blows. Again, it's Cotto. Cotto doing a great job, sliding to his left, now back to his right, trying to set things up.
Margarito smiling throughout this carnage. Keep in mind how much punishment he took when Pacquiao beat him up. He can take a lot of shots.
There's a right hand on top of the right eye. Margarito keeps shaking his head. No, no, no. He better answer with his fists instead of his grin.
That's right. No, no, no in boxing. When you shake your head means yes, yes, yes. The punch landed.
If I'm Margarito, I don't want that head bouncing around any place near that right eye. But the left hooks do more damage.
That looks like the old Miguel Cotto, that left hook.
Yeah, that's the one he should be throwing.
And here comes Margarito, Colonel.
Now, there's no quitting this guy. There's no question about it. Look at these. In other words, he's going out in his shield.
Right.
Just the fourth round and a lot of action in this fight. The crowd absolutely loves it here in Madison Square Garden. But, you know, I want to ask you about that one, Laporte. Once the fight starts, I know when I played ball, I wasn't a boxer, but when I played ball, once the game started, all the rest of the stuff didn't matter anymore.
Nah, man. Well, once you're in there, I mean, everything changes.
Of Margarito back in the third round, but the corner's done an excellent job closing it out.
And if Cotto's effective with that jab, that right eye is where the jab will land.
Well, you heard what the corner had to say in between rounds. Throw 3 or 4 uppercuts in a row. And I'm sure that's what Margarito would like to execute. Remember, last round was pretty close, and this round's fairly close in this 154-pound division. And there's a lot of good fighters in the 154-pound rankings. And these guys throw 30% more punches per round. And they haven't stopped throwing punches.
Margarito is getting closer.
Jab, jab, right hand, left uppercut.
That was a good left uppercut by Margarito, maybe his best punch of the fight.
Back and forth they go. Cotto moves to his back now, skips away, but sets up and plants a punch. He's got a great foot movement on the close 10-9 round. So
okay, now's when he should use whatever. He's got the one eye.
He's got one eye. He's got to really turn it up a notch now, and if anyone can do it, he can. There's no quitting Margarito whatsoever. This guy is here to fight. Shuffling back and forth. Sneaky right hand lead that time by Miguel Cotto. Miguel, to me, couldn't be fighting a better fight, I don't think.
I'm with you.
I caught him with a good left hook again on top of that eye. It's not the same Margarito that fought him before. But again, I keep going back to the
Pacquiao?
Yeah, the lacing that he took from Pacquiao. I don't know how he could ever be as good. In fact, in California, they can stop the fight. You were there last night. Oh, that combination of punches by Miguel Cotto, which I said about 20 times when he fought Pacquiao.
Well, when you got a bionic eye, you can take some whooping.
Right now, that bionic eye is closed. Oh! Snapped his head back with a nice, stiff jab.
And he's kept his cool, too. You can get overexcited against the guy you hit so easily and go for a KO when you shouldn't. He never did that.
I'd say he's trying to go for him right now. In the very closing seconds of the 9th round, though, and Margarito, when he hears the crowd, he actually gets an adrenaline flow.
Yeah, good right hand by Margarito there. A good comeback punch.
And that ends the 9th. And the doctors will go in again. Another doctor talking away there. And Smoger just as important.
It's over.
It's all over. The fight is ended. Margarito's eye in the long run didn't hold up. Couldn't answer the bell for the 10th round. And the doctor said no anyway.